um, pleasure and business, for example. It's a balance between, scheduling time and managing time. It's a balance in leadership when it's training versus going out there and applying what you've learned. And knowledge is power, but only when it's applied. So that balance there has to be in place in order for things to work as smooth as possible. And things do come up. Life happens. And so are you going to freak out? Are you going to pout about it? Or are you going to take a licking and keep on ticking? And that's the main thing. Excuses are a demonic revelation, so I've been told. Excuse societies is something that I discovered when I read the book of Magic of Thinking Big. And I'll get you further information if you're interested in getting that book and join the Bossing Club, where we read different books per month that kind of motivates us to think in a different way, because it all starts with your thinking. If your attitude is out of place and your thinking is out of place, full of garbage, this garbage is just piling up and you never take it to the dumpster, boy, there's a lot of cloud thinking that you got, and it's really off balance, because now the weight is heavy and now you can't do what you need to do and be as profound as you can be because you got all this weight. So yeah, and life is always happening. Not trying to keep up with every moment, but make every moment count. And the big thing for me is listening actively. Really getting interested in where the other person is coming from, really getting to know, because that's gonna make a huge impact on whether that person or yourself is going to continue the relationship. I hear a lot of people say back in the day, before I started reading and listening and associating with people that were going in the direction of thinking big and thinking different, a lot of people just don't listen, and we have to find out when we have certain conversations, is this person going the way you're going? Are they in the road of, in the journey of, getting themselves together? Because a lot of times, coming from where we come from and going to where we're going, we're going to have people that still want to stay stuck in their past, still want to talk about the same thing, still want to whine about the same thing. But it comes to a point, like, if I'm going to let this drag me down, or I'm going to let this thing be a lesson. Because people come into your life two reasons. They're a blessing or a lesson. And you have to be actively listening, paying attention, and watching what's going on around you. It's called pay attention to your surroundings. So hearing is involuntary, but listening requires effort. You are so right. Preach. Absolutely. And I've learned the hard way that listening is the biggest gift that you can have. And it can be learned, and it's a skill, and it can be acquired, but you first must want to listen actively. So before I go to EDU, I want to ask you guys something. Are you truly handling your business? Think about the top 5 people you hang out with. Are they successful? Are they committed to a cause? And do they toughen up when they need to? Or are you letting excuses stop you from achieving your goals? So, on that note, I'm going to go to building great work relationships. So I'll be right back, and when I pull it up, I'll come right back, and then we can go for the EDU in our lives. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, DJ D-Ski off the Magix app. Download it on the Google Play Store. Join the community of you making your own beats. Being independent, you know what I'm saying? Get on down with us. Magix right now on Google Play.
Myself.
Yeah, y'all, that was Bounce Back Monday from the Magix app. Check it out through the D-Ski Diane page. We connect on there and we play our own music, make our own beats and stuff, playing with some sounds, you know what I'm saying, learning how to be a better DJ. I've been messing with sound and stereos and speakers since 1987. Little girl just playing with stuff, busting tubes, everything. So I'm just happy to make music, so I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all loving it, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm an 80s baby too, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's going down, so appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Check that out in your leisure time. Glad you enjoyed that. Excuse me. Man, this weather out here, y'all. It's like 1 minute it's below zero, because I'm in Wisconsin. And then the next minute is in 40s and 50s. So if I sound like I'm talking through my nose, that's why. Because it's allergy season. Dang. So on that note, let's get some EDU in our lives. School is in. And yes, we're going to be talking about building great work relationships, making work enjoyable and productive. How good are your relationships that you have with your colleagues? Well, according to the Gallup organization, people who have a best friend at work are 7 times more likely to be engaged in their jobs. And it doesn't have to be a best friend. Gallup found that people who simply had a good friend in the workplace are more likely to be satisfied. Yes, it is all good. In this article, we're looking at how you can build strong, positive relationships at work. We'll see why it's important to have good working relationships, and we'll look at how to strengthen your relationships with people that you don't naturally get on with. Woo, that's going to be good. Why have good relationships? Human beings are naturally social creatures. We crave friendship and positive interactions just as we do food and water. So it makes sense that the better our relationships are at work, the happier and more productive we're going to be. Good working relationships gives us several other benefits. Our work is more enjoyable when we have good relationships with those around us. Also, people are more likely to go along with changes that we want to implement, and we're more innovative and creative. What's more, good relationships gives us freedom. Instead of spending time and energy overcoming the problems associated with negative relationships, we can instead focus on opportunities. And Kassandra says, that's true. I will stay on a job so much longer if I had friends on the job. Well, this article is for you, Miss Kassandra. We also need good working relationships with others in our professional circle. Customers, suppliers, and key stakeholders are all essential to our success. So, it's important to build and maintain good relations with these people. Defining a good relationship. There are several characteristics that make up good, healthy working relationships. Trust. This is the foundation of every good relationship. When you trust your team and colleagues, you form a powerful bond that helps you work and communicate more effectively. If you trust the people you work with, you can be open and honest in your thoughts and actions, and you don't have to waste time and energy watching your back. Mutual respect. When you respect the people that you work with, you value your input and ideas, and they value yours. Working together, you can develop solutions based on your collective insight, wisdom, and creativity. She said, Kassandra says, I hate smartphones. They're always adding words, LOL. Yeah, they're always adding words and they're always spelling it wrong at the same time. So, yeah, it's pretty irritating. Especially when the letters are all close together. At least on the keyboard, when you're typing, you got space. Yes, you feel much more at ease and you work harder. Absolutely. Mindfulness. This means taking responsibility for your words and actions. Those who are mindful are careful and attend to what they say, and they don't let their own negative emotions impact the people around them. Welcoming diversity. People with good relationships not only accept diverse people and opinions, but they welcome them. For instance, when your friends and colleagues offer different opinions from yours, you take the time to consider what they have to say and factor their insights into your decision making. Open communication. We communicate all day, whether we're sending emails and IMs or meeting face to face. The better and more effectively you communicate with those around you, the richer your relationships will be. All good relationships depend on open, honest communication. Where to build good relationships. Although we should try to build and maintain good working relationships with everyone, there are certain relationships that deserve extra attention. For instance, you'll likely benefit from developing good relationships with key stakeholders in your organization. These are the people who have a stake in your success or failure. Forming a bond with these people will help you ensure that your projects and career stay on track. Hi, Jackie. How's it going? I'm so glad you could make it. I know you here for it, girl. Let's welcome I Am Jackie to the show. Yeah, we just reading the article on building great work relationships, and we were talking about defining a good relationship through trust, mutual respect, mindfulness.